As we heard from Eugene in that pre-game interview, this is the best that this squad has ever looked. And if he's feeling that going into this matchup, they're not the favorite on paper. Fnatic is. They're ranked higher in the world. But Na'Vi, the potential that this roster has, they could be the best team in the world at some point in 2020.
Yeah, and I think that's what we have to start looking forward to with the Na'Vi lineup. Even if they find that footing here, even if they find that success here, hoist the trophy at the end of it all, put a notch on the Intel Grand Slam, it's still just not enough time and not enough successes for us to count a super victorious year.
Yeah, look, with some Inferno specifics like you were just getting on there, the double op setup with Guardian over towards the A bomb site and Simple over towards B, that can really shut out the late rotations that we're talking about here if they're posted up in relatively aggressive areas, but it can also be used against them because Flasher, for some reason, seems to be an absolute genius at juking them, you know, jumping with the bomb, showing it, forcing rotations. So this is where it's going to come down to the details. And another key for Fnatic in this tournament thus far has been winning clutches and off the back of Flasher. I think he's in the top 5 at the moment in the tournament of clutches won. And that's going to be a factor that you can't rely on. But if he shows up like he has done, we all have to remember that Katowice where he just went absolutely huge in the best of 5 grand final. That's a game changer right there. And confidence is not something that this Fnatic team is going to lack at all.
No, like you were saying earlier, we don't know what they're going to look like on this map. They haven't played this map in 50 days. Only they know how they're going to play this map because they haven't been going to events. They've just been practicing. They've just been practicing maps. So hopefully they were prepared for this. I definitely didn't expect this coming in the veto, so I hope they did. And if they've been practicing and they're well prepared, this should be a really good game because of the stylist matchup that you brought up with how Fnatic can play in those mid-rounds.
Well, it's kind of a double-edged sword, right? I mean, if you talk about there's just simply not enough footage. There's just not enough research to be had here on the Na'Vi team and what they've crafted, put together over X amount of days. That could also bite them in the backside.
Yeah, look, if you haven't practiced it before in an official environment and you go in and something doesn't work or somebody's missing a flash or a smoke or something's not landing quite right, that's where it can unravel very, very quickly here. Whereas Fnatic, this is just another day at the office, right? They're just going to roll on in. They're going to play the map that they're super comfortable on. This is even back when they had Pronax in-game leading that this was one of their maps towards the top of the tree. So for them, it's just another day. Whereas the other side of things with Na'Vi, they're in their proving ground right now. You know, you do all that practice. You come here to show the result. You might even put a little bit more pressure on them.
Yeah, and practice is great, but it's nothing like an official match, especially on stage semifinals. You can't replicate this feeling in practice. So, like you were saying, if things start to go bad for them early, this could spiral out of control with Fnatic's form recently. But I do think that Na'Vi has enough experience in that lineup with the coach and the players themselves to be able to pull this back if things do start to go poorly.
First map, guys, who do you have? Inferno?
I'm going to go with Fnatic.
I'll go Na'Vi.
Okay, and I think that's pretty fair. A house divided. Unsa, you can never be divided. You're standing united down there on the floor. You came here. You've waited in the queues. You've gotten ready for the Counter-Strike today on this beautiful Saturday. And boy, am I ready to give it to you. Fnatic taking on Na'Vi, a semi-final best of 3 brought to you by Harry and Hugo.
Oh yes, Fnatic versus Na'Vi. We have seen this time and time again, and Fnatic, they've never been able to beat the CIS squad on the other side of things. Is that going to change here and now? Pistol round underway, and already Fnatic, they're looking for something up here towards Banana, but Boomich, sneaky little Boomich, might have something to say about that.
What a buy this is for Na'Vi as well. Boomich and Simple both on CZs with armor. You're not going to see that every day in a pistol round. And Fnatic, they're going to walk right into it. Boomich tucked in on the corner, and he hasn't been spotted, but Brolin executing him up top B. Fnatic, that's a kill, and that's a fantastic one to start off this T side. They don't have to commit. They can take all the time they want. Na'Vi sweating as they rotate Guardian over. He's got a grenade. That smoke's just thrown down by Flamey as well. It will delay Fnatic, but they're still looking to commit towards this B bomb site. Not enough health here on Flamey either. That's going to make things tough.
Oh, and Guardian digged up there on the first peak. That nade tries to find some damage, but it's not enough to write home about. Guardian gets deleted. Flamey tries to do what he can, but ultimately it's not going to be enough. And now Simple, sure, he's been throwing this CZ. He's got armor behind it, but this raid boss has got to do it all now for Na'Vi. Simple's not even going to give this one a look in, surely. I mean, there's so little going his way. Fnatic aren't going to give anything up, and Simple's just forced to hold back here on Banana. Will deal with Golden. That's going to spur him forward. Still half the time left on this bomb, but with no kit on his back, he's going to be hard-pressed. And Fnatic, it looks like they've done enough to grab this pistol round. As Simple is sent packing. Fnatic, they're going to get this one. They're going to go 1-0 up as they get off to a good T-side start here.
Yeah, one thing you've definitely got to mention as well is Na'Vi. They did such a good job in those group stages. They actually managed to get themselves in the semi-finals. This is their first playoff game. Fnatic, they've been on this stage, Harry, just yesterday, knocking out Liquid. Not an easy game by any means, but Fnatic made it look convincing, and now up against Na'Vi. This would be a hell of a story if Fnatic can find this and get to the grand finals in Odense, but they're a long way away. We won't start too early. Na'Vi down one round, going to be forcing up in the second. We've got pistols. That's about it. Standard stuff, but Harry, as we saw from Inferno yesterday, these conversion rounds can get so tricky, especially on the T side of Inferno. Fnatic, they've got guns, a lot of SMGs as well. Will Na'Vi be able to catch them out and upset them in this second round?
Yeah, well, they've certainly got more than enough to work with. And considering there's been a real heavy emphasis on these SMGs from Fnatic, that could give Na'Vi a way of getting back into this. They're going to spot a man over here towards short. That's Guardian. Simple holding from the long side. That nade doing a bit of chip damage. Simple is held back by the Molotov. Fnatic just spreading out, trying to take this default. They're not committed to A just yet. That bomb is all the way back down the bottom of T-Ramp. They've still got Flusher waiting on Banana. They've kept all their options open. Fnatic are playing this well. They're not looking to go running into any of these pistol stacks that Na'Vi might have thrown in. Being very methodical in their approach. And now with this foothold at long, they certainly seem curious, and curiosity often leaves you in the firing line of Simple. That's going to send Fnatic away from A. This is where that strength of having Flusher holding this B side of the map is going to come in clutch for Fnatic as it leaves their options open. It's back towards B, CT smoke going in, and this execute now looking to come through.
Flusher's looking to exploit that smoke. There's a bit of a gap, and he's trying to get into the spawn without being spotted, but Flamey is holding by. Quick D from Flamey. They're going above him, though, and he won't be able to stop them. Brolin getting that plant just in time for Fnatic. One thing you've definitely got to look out for in this series, at least in this map, is going to be those late plays from Fnatic coming into the bomb sites with just 20 seconds left. They've done it again, and the retake is on for Na'Vi. It might just be successful. Electronic coming up with a CZ, leaving Crims alone at the back of the site.
He's got it all to do, and he's stuck here. He's trying to play for time. Crims, the eyes of the world are watching, and this is where Crims might just do his best work. Shuts down everyone, just Electronic still defined, and there we go. That's what we want to see from this man. That's the record breaker in the server. He holds his own in the 1v3 and keeps his scoreline flawless. Crims just about saving that second round for Fnatic.
Yeah, you talk about record breaking, Harry. Well, Na'Vi, the top 3 players of this tournament so far are Electronic, Simple, and Flamey, but that is absolutely no problem for Crims to get rid of 2 of them. Shutting it down on the retake, and boy, the individuals from Fnatic showing up. That's what you like to see. 2-0 lead, Na'Vi on the pistols, this time no force around it. They don't have that utility to delay Fnatic, already keen to make fights happen. And Flusher, he's got his Glock. Molotov does find that first kill up the top of B, and it just seems like every Antico, Flusher will just go for the default pistol, save as much money as he can, and also get in the heads of your opponent. Well, that's not going to be an easy thing to do up against Na'Vi. One thing that was apparent, Harry, at least looking at this Na'Vi side on the stage just a minute ago, is there's definitely some smiles on their faces. The attitude of this team looking far better than that of history for Na'Vi. And that could spell disaster for Fnatic, but already going towards his B bomb site, rotation coming back for Boomich. But it really doesn't matter how many players sit on the site for Na'Vi. They are going to be outclassed, outnumbered, and outgunned.
Yeah, the odds really stacked against Na'Vi in this round, and this should be Fnatic getting off to this good start that we wanted. I'm loving that Flusher is so keen on just playing pistols in these rounds. He does it time and time again.
And look at him as well.
Yeah, he's got such a foothold here. Flusher, the man back in CT right now, he's uncovered that this entire side of the map is clear, and once these 2 players go down inside of B, all the chances of Na'Vi doing anything in this round go out the window. Flusher might even be able to... okay, does get shut down, does get dealt with by Guardian. But it's not the end of the world. That's only a Deagle picked up. Flusher was the one man they could have afforded to lose. And this is going to be Fnatic getting that 3-0 lead, getting that 3-0 start, finding this conversion, and keeping it pretty damn clean as well, which, considering how close that round was prior, up against the force buy of Na'Vi, this is a needed clean round from Fnatic.
Yeah, especially with the rifles. Brolin is the only man on a Krieg right now, and he has just been an absolute shining star for Fnatic in this tournament, and just in general. Na'Vi are going to come back in with guns, no exits here, no one's showing their face towards the B-bomb site, and Fnatic going to crawl back down Banana, it's empty. Na'Vi in the CT spawn. And we have the money as well now kicking in for Na'Vi. Simple with 6,500 is going to be able to buy up that AWP nice and early on. Will he throw it over to Guardian? That's the question. Yes, is the answer.
Yeah, it's nice to see Simple willing to take that sacrifice, putting the AWP over in the hands of Guardian. Giving it to the main AWP for Na'Vi. Simple gonna have to wait a little bit longer before he can bring his out. And we know, whenever they run this double AWP, they like to have Simple towards that B side of the map. Guardian over here on A. And in this round, they have decided to move Simple over towards B early, looking like they wanted to try and challenge for some control. In the meantime, Guardian, with his AWP, trying to peek down mid. Hasn't seen anyone yet, but that nade raining over from Crims is going to give up the players are nearby. Over on the alt mid side, Brolin's already deep within the apartments. Fnatic doing a good job of trying to build towards this top mid control, trying to snatch that away from Na'Vi, and Brolin there with the opener. Guardian blindsided. That's that AWP already removed for Na'Vi, and it is irretrievable.
And this is scary for Na'Vi. They're still trapped over towards B with 3 players. Fnatic have gone B every single one of these rounds so far, so Na'Vi don't want to afford to over-rotate and then get executed in this 5-on-4 on that B site, but it won't be the case. Fnatic doubling back and taking control towards long. The rotate here just a few seconds too late. Simple playing that smoke, looking for a gap, looking for anything here, but Fnatic aren't going to be presenting many opportunities. Boomich coming in from long, and that's going to be a kill. Damage onto the second player as well, but he's down so low. Doesn't matter. Boomich holding his own. Fnatic may have taken the CT spawn, and now they've just got to run with it. Split towards his B site with JW coming in from the backline. He's just missed the timing onto Simple, but will that be the same case? Will Simple turn around? No. Boomich with his back turned up, and JW going to miss the shot. Now Flusher and Brolin need to get into this site. There's only 15 seconds left, and Flamey is still here.
Yeah, Flamey's still a nuisance. Boomich is still around. They're sticking the bomb, and somehow, some way, they've been able to get it down at the very, very least. But this site still belongs to Na'Vi, and in comes Simple from the CT spawn. Now it's Flusher left in this clutch. Now this man has looked so good for Fnatic in these clutches, and he's got to do it again. Flusher, they keep walking in, and Flusher's onto another. Now the 1v1, and Flamey to beat. They're just playing mind games. The Molotov tries to keep Flusher out. He goes up and over, and Flamey's gonna get the kill. Sticking this defuse, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be down to the wire. Does he even have this one? Oh, it's so close, but Flusher's done it.
What a play, what a player. And only 4 rounds in, we're already having highlights coming through for Fnatic. Oh dear, how did Na'Vi lose that? I don't even know. They had 4 players coming in for that retake, but giving Flusher those 1v1s, giving him those opportunities are mistakes that Na'Vi cannot afford to make in this game. Heroic play from Flusher, and Fnatic sitting 4-0 up. It's broken Na'Vi's dreams, it's broken their economy, and they're back down to these CZs and Deagles. Not a pretty picture right now for the CIS squad. We have those smokes and grenades to try and delay and chip away at Fnatic. You can't really hold out for that. Fnatic are doing a good job of avoiding this utility. Not only towards middle where they jump back once Simple grenaded them earlier on, but even here in Banana, a late approach behind that smoke. Triple setup on short for Na'Vi, throwing some boosts in the mix, trying to get some crossfires going in case Fnatic come their way. Saw Guardian get caught out on short side in the previous round. But Fnatic, they love these anti-ecos, and they might just straight up execute into B. Grenades going in early, trying to force out that limited utility that Na'Vi have in their repertoire, and there it goes. Flamey, last smoke out. Electronic is on the other side of the map with his, but they don't want to smoke off mid. They want Fnatic to walk into the Lion's den, and they just might.
Something that Golden and the rest of Fnatic have been so good at doing is setting this pace and setting this default early. This round, they try and do it again, but it's not to the best of results. Guardian, even in with the repeat, has scavenged this Krieg from the body of Brolin. Smoke is down to try and keep Guardian away, but he spams through, gets away with a bit of chip damage there onto Golden. Fnatic are going to get sent packing from top mid. Golden setting up over towards the banana side, but that is not where the bomb looks to end up. Golden with a smoke and a Molotov can look to sell this fake, can look to keep this two-man stack of Na'Vi over here towards this B side of the map. Now, there's 10 seconds, man. They've got to go, and they've got to go now. Golden's lurk doesn't get anything done. The bomb is dropped. Crims, he's got to get it planted now. Oh, I don't think he's got it. I don't think he's got it. Na'Vi are going to lock that one in. Crims just half a second too late. Na'Vi, with nothing more than pistols to their names, snatch that round away from the Swedes.
That's a bit of a surprise for Fnatic. They're usually so good at making decisions on the fly in those kind of positions. Those 3-on-3s are where they excel on the C side of Inferno, but a split-second decision to send Flusher back towards A. And even though they get out the apartments, Guardian had that Krieg picked up from Boiler. He needed just one kill and onto the bomb planter as well. Denies it for Fnatic. And Na'Vi, that's their first round with pistols. A bit of a surprise, but they will take it in their stride. Guardian's back on the AWP as well. Simple's even got an AK. You don't want to make that man even more dangerous than he already is. Fnatic on the other side of things, they've not really got the cash to play with. Lack of bomb plant in that previous round. Of course, a player surviving after the time. It's going to leave them a bit skew-if for the time being. A chance, maybe, for Na'Vi to get back into the swing of things.
And that's the thing, I think these two teams are coming into this game on polar opposite sides of performance, right? Na'Vi, undefeated, back in the Pro League group stage, undefeated on their run to get here to the semi-finals, only dropping one map this entire time. And now, Fnatic, they're the late bloomers. What? They're the ones showing up later on. And Golden doubling down, getting burnt by his teammates Molotov over in top banana. The trades go left and right to kickstart this one, but it's the pistol players removed from Fnatic. They'll take this all day long. This 3-on-3 has left them in pole position, especially because Na'Vi, they've had to rotate an extra man over towards that B side of the map, and this leaves just Electronic here. He's got to be lights out. He's got to lock this entire round down on his own, and he's about to have 3 of Sweden's best in the firing line.
And Na'Vi's gambles again being on the wrong side of the map. Electronic's not even committed inside of the site. And Molotov could spell his demise, but they don't have one. They've just got the guns, and the fight will be won by Crims as Electronic goes out wide. Fnatic, a bomb plant, and Na'Vi call to save. There's nothing they can do. No kits and Guardians on the AWP, so don't even want to consider it if you're Na'Vi. Give Fnatic a 5th round, but this T side is really off to a rampant start, Harry. Na'Vi having to endure the full test of these Fnatic players, and their money's gone as well, Harry. This is a really rough start for the CT side. We know what it can be like, and pretty much every game has turned into a T-sided brawl so far in the Pro League. This is no exception.
No, certainly not. This is where, you know, if you're Na'Vi, you're getting a little bit hurt by this Fnatic setup. You know, kind of the entire time heading into the Pro League finals, Fnatic were just this team doing crazy, ludicrous, fast rounds. And here, when they've reached the finals, when all the pressure's on, when everyone has prepared and knows this Fnatic squad that they're going to run into, it feels like they've just completely changed the way that they're playing this game. And instead, it's been a lot more about these very slow starts, establishing a default, taking map control, and then going for these late round executions on the back of the information, on the back of the rotations that they've been able to force around. Na'Vi, it's important that one of these AWPs, whether it's Guardian, whether it's Simple, is able to kind of start to step up on this CT side and be that man, be that player to step up and take man advantages. This round, it's Boomich to do exactly that, as he bests Brolin there in the head-to-head down towards Boiler.
And such a huge kill. Na'Vi had 2 pistols coming into this round, and well, now only one as A gun's been gifted over to Boomich. Fnatic might just go for a desperate B. Execute here. Guardian, smoke going down in his face. He'll respond with one of his own. And a shot as well, connected perfectly. But Golden's up and above for the trade. Jumping on top of the site. Flamey can't hit the spray. And a double peek for Fnatic. They do not let Na'Vi get away with anything. Crim's even finding shots through the edge of the smoke. And Simple and Electronic are all that's left. A gun dropped here at least for Electronic to pick up. And they have a kit. Na'Vi have got to be considering this round. They can't keep saving. And Simple has spurred them on with that frag.
Yeah, 2-on-2. This is one of the best spots Na'Vi have been in a little while. Smoke goes down. That gets thrown to block off Banana. Crim's now removed, and it's Flusher to have to clutch again. And now Flusher versus Simple. Flusher peeks wide, and he keeps this in favor of Fnatic. Are we in a time machine? Have we gone back to the age of Flusher? Because it certainly feels like it right now. Fnatic continuing to build upon this lead, continuing to look good onto Inferno. And once again, it's Flusher in these clutches. He has been so good for Fnatic in these 1vx scenarios all tournament long. And it feels like as the pressure's increasing, as it's ramping up and getting in front of these big stages, he's coming into his own more and more. Well, let's go ahead and bring this one over to Chad as he wants to break something down for us.
All right, guys, quick one here. I just want to take a look at how quick that we saw the reaction coming out here on the earlier round. Golden pushes up Banana. He's going to grab multiple kills here. But this is what I want to talk about, is how quick the gaps are taken. Those kills go down to Banana. Look how quick we're about to see Crims take Apps control and Brolin push up mid. The rotation has to come in here from that of Na'Vi, and they're left with a bomb site that's basically empty, guys. So this is the gaps that we're talking about. If you can't win these heads-up duels against Fnatic, you're going to have a really tough time. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Chad. Yeah, Fnatic really exploiting every single factor here against the Na'Vi roster. 6-1 up right now, and no signs of stopping, but we've got another buy from Na'Vi. Can they put a stop to Fnatic? Can they deny them the entrance into this B bomb site that has been so good for the Swedes? Flusher in the previous round clutching out versus the top 2 rated players of the tournament with that orb. And that's something we've seen as well. Even yesterday, Flusher running this CT side AWP towards that B site up against EG. I wonder if we'll see more of that coming into this series. At least for now, it's JW taking that gun. Can be hard to get these T-side rounds started.
Only Fnatic would have JW have a -1 kill count when they're 6-1 up over on this T-side. This has been a 4-on-5. This has been a 4-on-6. Even JW is helping Na'Vi out. And it's still not been enough. But in this round, once again, the entry comes in over towards Brolin in this boiler position. He has been having a bit of a tough time towards this side of the map. Not that it's really ended up mattering, though, in the long game.
Oh, no.
For the side of Na'Vi, but somehow the kills are still coming up for Fnatic, and they've got it down to a 2-on-2. This bomb plant coming in, Electronic and Guardian, they've got the world on their shoulders as once again, they've got to attempt this 2v2.
Yeah, no doubt about it. There hopefully will be a kit dropped on the site because these guys don't have one again, and these bomb plants have come so close, almost always favoring Fnatic. Crims is tucked, he is waiting, and they're going to just bypass him and come in through the CT spawn. Already in the pool, and Crims is looking to sneak in from the backline. Golden waiting for contact. He's got his first. Second man on the site. Electronic hasn't been spotted, but Crims has found him from the back. And Fnatic, again and again and again, finding T-side rounds. This is exactly how they started off the series versus versus Liquid yesterday, rather. Going 8-1 up on the T-side of Overpass. And we are getting so many similarities to that series, Harry. This is not where I thought Na'Vi would crumble and choke under the pressure.
The most ridiculous thing is there's already been 3 1vx clutches from Crims and Flusher combined, right? We had Flusher with a 1v4, then Flusher with a 1v2. And to kickstart this game in the second round, we had Crims with a 1v3. Na'Vi, they've had situations where they haven't just been the favorites. They should have had the rounds dead to rights. And it's been these huge individual performances from the Fnatic side to keep them in this. And you often say you can't rely on that. You can't bank on it. Well, right now, it certainly feels like Fnatic can.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, Harry. And Fnatic repairing this T-side pretty well. Na'Vi are going to be waiting around with the pistols, again with this utility to delay. Fnatic, though, already up and out into the middle area. Na'Vi are pushed back towards a pit. Heavy setup here with 3 players, but this could be a nice crossfire. We'll see if the Molotovs from Fnatic can force players out of position. Flusher's the only one with that, though, and he's towards the B bomb site. It's going to have to come down to these duels here for Fnatic. Electronic getting spotted as well is further information. And with no one being seen here in mid, Fnatic are going to try and exploit long. That's a position Na'Vi have left open. Now they have Flamey and CT watching for this wrap round, but it's all about timing here. And the timing for Guardian is now or never. Brolin going around the corner, and he's found that kill as well. Electronic gets spotted backing up into the site, and Simple's got to do something here. Holds the line with one, doubling in it with the Deagle, and Simple just won't stop. 3-on-1, surely this is the round Na'Vi can close out. Not another clutch for Fnatic, I hope.
Well, it's JW. He's in the negatives right now, and he's got to try and have a positive outlook on this whole situation. Now he breaks even with that kill onto Simple. 10 seconds, he's got to get this bomb, but their kills not presenting themselves. No one giving up their position. JW getting into the site, taps the bomb, does deal with the first man. Boomich wrapping round, tries to deny, and he is going to get JW. It gets close, but this time, no luck for Fnatic as Na'Vi just about salvage that second round on the board.
I love the attempt though from JW, right? Even the fake part with 10 seconds left, that's not something Guardian could have read, and he just or Boomich rather, and he just comes around the corner on long. Gives JW a chance, but Boomich swiftly takes it away. Fantastic shots from Simple as well. That's what we need to see, a world-class performance from a world-class player, and Na'Vi find their second round on the CT side. It's finally broken Fnatic as well. They could have invested a little bit more, but they're saving some cash and going for these SMGs.
This is where the fact that so many of these have been these clutch moments for Fnatic does come back to hurt them, right? The money just not there as a result. As a result of these rounds being so damn close every single time. And so now they have just had to put what they can on the table. They're going to set up over in the apartments. They've got all this control, but this time they haven't forced any rotations of Na'Vi away. They're going to be walking into this three-man stack. They're trying to close the gap, trying to get these SMGs up close, but the crossfires are looking too strong right now, and it's feeling a little too easy for Simple. JW, well, he does get one. He's been dinked in the process, brought down low, just misses the timing onto Boomich, and Simple already on position. The round goes the way of Na'Vi, and it takes 4 from Simple to get it done.
Yes.
Topping the charts right now over on the Na'Vi side, and actually throwing that all back into the hands of Guardian.
Yeah, it's no surprise that we finally see Fnatic executing into sites where Simple's playing, and now Na'Vi start to pick up rounds, right? That's back-to-back multi-kills from the young player. And Na'Vi on the board, crawling back into position. Another eco from Fnatic, though, should give Na'Vi a little bit more. Guardian taking that up, fighting middle. Na'Vi with 3 towards B, looking to get aggressive. Boomich forcing fight, and he's done a lot of damage as well to Golden. Does just escape through the Molotov. Costly when it comes to health, but worth it as he stays alive. Fnatic won't be able to find this advantage once again. They've been so good at doing that. Crims is 15-4 right now as well. Now 15-5, taken out of the server. Simple fighting down B, and Fnatic just looking for these duels, but they're not working in their favor. Flamey laying down the pain. The pistols are out now for Na'Vi, and while Golden gets one, that should be the last kill here for Fnatic, surely.
Yeah, he's really tried to gimmick his way to as much damage as possible as Golden. But Na'Vi, I love this, showing so much restraint. They were so keen on taking those fights earlier. Well, now they say to Golden, you know what? You want to get any more damage? You want to make the shot any closer? You got to come to us. And Electronic will be there to shut him down on that wrap. Na'Vi in with a 4th. This game's getting more and more competitive by the minute, and that's exactly what we wanted to see.
Yeah, the worry at the end of the day is that Fnatic, their T-side is essentially done, right? You can say that. 7 rounds is absolutely fine at a bare minimum if Na'Vi end up winning every single round, but I doubt Fnatic are going to make it this easy. So Na'Vi, they can't afford to let their foot off the gas here. Another gun round coming through for Fnatic. This double eco, or at least double half buy, has left them with AKs. JW not on the AWP though, and Na'Vi not going for this triple B setup again. Fnatic speeding up the pace towards A, so it's lucky Na'Vi have numbers here. Simple fighting in mid, but he only gets a dink, and Crims is going to stay alive, protected by Golden. Good grenades from Na'Vi, but they're still down a man in this position, and Fnatic, again, they can just go back towards that B site. Something Davey talked about on the desk was Flusher on B, constantly putting up these lurk kills on rotating CT players. Well, that won't be the case right now. He's going to double back and join his team. Na'Vi with an early rotation, Boomich coming into this A site, but he's already starting to reconsider at the worst of times.
Yeah, now the flash is going back in towards A and getting Guardian off of the angle. That might be enough to have Boomich change his mind. You can see he's going to float around back in CT a little bit longer. Brolin actually ducking out and going back through mid. Fnatic, they're really considering this B split with this long control under their belts. This is something Na'Vi are very aware of, though. They know what they've given up. They know the positions they don't have control over as a result of how they've established this crossfire back in the A-bomb site. Boomich is ready, lurking back within CT. Does deal with the first man, follows up onto the second. This mid to B play has been torn apart for Fnatic. They're still looking to commit. They're still looking to go for this, and that's even with Flusher trying to sell this lurk up into the apartments, but his lurk might be all for nothing, as now it falls to Brolin alone. A 1v3 required, and 2 players for Na'Vi still at this B side of the map.
15 seconds as well. He's not even got the bomb. He's just walked right past it. And with that, his chance of clutching this round goes out the window. It's just about kills, and he won't find any of them. Boomich, big round from him, coming in from the backline in CT and getting 3 kills. And that's a bit of a problem for Fnatic, right? Those CT to B plays can be really, really hard to run as a T side, because you need an appropriate amount of pressure being put on those B players from Banana to stop them from worrying about CT spawn. Fnatic had no one in Banana. Brolin came up late with no utility either, the solo man in that position, and there's just no pressure. So Boomich is free to take those fights in spawn, and Na'Vi are able to convert yet another round. Pause for Fnatic coming to a close, as this has been a 4-round streak now for Na'Vi on the defense. And another lack of bomb plant for Fnatic means another eco round coming through. We're hearing Na'Vi fans in the house get a little bit hyped up though, Harry. They don't want the floor to be swept from underneath them.
No, that's one of the things, you love about being in this arena. You love about having this crowd. At the end of the day, everyone has one shared love, and that is of just great Counter-Strike. And that's what we want to see. And that's finally what we're getting to see in the server now. This is getting more and more competitive as time goes on. Crims up towards the top of Banana. Lots of pace on him, but he gets slowed down, albeit briefly. Tries to get ahead of the Molotov and will get rewarded with one. Boomich, smart play. While he's got the molly down, while he knows no one else from Fnatic can go pushing up, he's going to juggle these guns away. The Swedes are not getting their hands on that AK anytime soon. And now this B play about to come through. Simple's already rotated in. JW making quick work of him. Boomich has got to try and stand the test of time. And oh dear, it's all gone so wrong. These pistols have got the B site under wraps. And now the bomb down as well. Once again, it's Electronic and Guardian left to try and see this one through to the very end for Na'Vi.
We've seen Fnatic win this kind of round with disadvantages in the post-plant, Harry. Well, now they have everything in their favor. Boost up is going to be excellent, as Na'Vi, they're throwing utility towards positions Fnatic currently don't harbor. And Molotov finds little value, and with that, Na'Vi realize with no kills presenting, it's better to save. Money just not there for the CT side, not been built up, as Fnatic have constantly been putting pressure and making these rounds close, even when they've been falling apart. Electronic getting exits though, looking to catch Fnatic players leaving the site. That's a good flash, and he'll find Flusher off the back of it. JW, the only man to survive, but he was the man to make that round a reality there for Fnatic. That wrap through CT spawn, catching Boomich moving off. His KD may not be up there, but the impact is. And Fnatic, 8 rounds on this T side still to their name. Na'Vi coming back in with a bye.
Oh, and finally, we might get to see this AWP over in the hands of Simple. The double AWP setup coming on through now for Na'Vi. And this could be the difference maker, as it so often is. Over in the Na'Vi camp, on the back of seeing this double AWP, yeah, you immediately see Simple try and get set up, try and exert some dominance down towards Banana. The nades go back and forth. That's not enough to deter Simple from peeking down this side of the map. Flusher on the other side, looking to try and deal with this top B player. Flusher going wide now and gets away with some damage to his name. He doesn't want to take that fight again. So now Fnatic setting up to try and seize this top mid control. They've been pushed away from this B side of the map. But it might be into the better of, or the lesser of 2 evils, right? Guardian and Electronic alone, just the 2 of them, over towards this A bomb site.
Yeah, and more room being given to Fnatic by the second as they flash through mid. Guardians retreated to the site. So common position to see an AWP, and Fnatic have already seen him in this position so far this game. Guardian can't peek around the corner. Got to care the apartments as well. Crims is up in the house looking to set up utility for this T side, but not committing off the back of it. Na'Vi now realizing what's going on. They've got to rotate in the form of Flamey, and another man coming in through spawn. B has been absent all round for Fnatic. The alarm bell's being rung, and Guardian's going to ring the bell, taking down Brolin quickly. Flamey with a trade. And Crims, the only kill here for Fnatic, but this is getting slaughtered on the A site. The crossfires are there, and the flank is as well. Boomich in the back line, and Na'Vi back on the scoreboard. 6 rounds. Even getting away with JW's AWP as well. I wonder if they'll keep that into the final round of the half. They have 3 right now.
Man, considering this was 7-1 in favor of Fnatic, Na'Vi have done such a stellar job of flipping this back around and getting into this game.
That being said, we saw the same thing yesterday, right? Fnatic, heavy lead against Liquid. Then it gets close at the end of the half, and then Fnatic sweep that second half. Na'Vi, they can't get ahead of themselves. They need that T-side pistol when we move over.
Last round of the first half coming up just before we do exactly that, Hugo. And already JW, armed with nothing more than a deagle, catches Guardian attempting to jump peek over into mid. Once again, this heavy 3-man setup over towards the B bomb site could come back to punish Na'Vi. They've got to disassemble it. They've got to start to rotate these players over. And Brolin is already in position to deal with Electronic. This A bomb site now belongs to Fnatic. They've seen that Guardian and Electronic have been the sole defenders of this side of the map time and time again. They know the tendencies. They've done their homework. And so now Na'Vi forced into this retake, a man down, very little knowledge as to where any of these players for Fnatic reside. Golden is the real question mark right now. You can see him all the way up in those apartments. He's